Hello, everyone, and welcome to White Bear Lake High School. And today's girls' varsity soccer action between the visiting Lakeville South Cougars with a record of 1-2, and the hometown White Bear Lake Bears with a record of 3-2. My name is JP Doherty, and I'll be bringing all the action here from White Bear Lake Area High School today for RICCImediagroup.com. Glad to be along with you, as should be a good game in prospect today. It's the Cougars and the Bears next up here on RICCImediagroup.com. Along with my camera off, Richie. I'll be bringing you the action today. JP Doherty here for RICCImediagroup.com. Should be a good game in store for us today. Lakeville South, they come in 1-2 on the year. They were 9-5-1 last year, fell in the section semifinals to Owatonna by a 1-0 score, and they're coming off a 2-0 loss to Rosemount. 0-2 in their last 4 games after a season opening win over Rochester Mayo. So Cougars looking to bounce back with a victory here today on the road in White Bear. But on the other side, White Bear Lake coming in at 3-2-1. They also lost their last time out to Mounds View at home in a 3-2 scoreline. They come in having went 14-1-2 last year. They were number one in the state for much of the year, but fell to Eastridge in the Section 4 championship game. But have lost a lot of firepower from that team, most notably Jenna Malloy, who's now currently playing soccer at South Dakota State. But they're led by Elise Elker and Piper Heinsohn. Each got 6 goals on the year so far. Kelsey Wolf and Cassie Hernandez each have a goal for the Bears as well. But it'll be White Bear Lake and Lakeville South coming up next year on RICCImediagroup.com. Should be a good one. But before we get underway with our game, White Bear Lake is thrilled to spotlight their teams, coaches, and student athletes here on our top of the line streaming service alongside RICCI Media Group. Thank you for watching. And White Bear Lake is known for excellence in academics, sports, and activities. With that success comes interest in the programs from all over the state. And you can become a sponsor here. We are looking for sponsors here on the team. Contact sales at RICCImediagroup.com. And when your business becomes a sponsor, it's generally for the full school year. And a key to remember is a portion of every sponsorship dollar goes directly to the schools to fund athletics, academics, and other programs. Contact sales at RICCImediagroup.com today. Again, that's sales at RICCImediagroup.com. RICCI. Alrighty, folks, with that, we're just about ready for some soccer action here on RICCImediagroup.com. It's the Cougars and the Bears coming up next. And with camera operator Tom Ritchie, this is JP Doherty for RICCImediagroup.com. Glad to be along with you here for this afternoon's girls soccer action here between the Bears of White Bear Lake and the Cougars of Lakeville South. Lakeville South, they'll be in the white uniforms, and White Bear Lake in the orange. It's the Cougars, they'll be headed from left to right on your screens in this first half, and the Bears headed from right to left. In goal for White Bears, Stella Highland, the senior. She'll be facing off against Delaney Karstensen, the sophomore, for Lakeville South. Lakeville South will kick off here. So we are just about ready for action. Isla Cooper's got the ball in the center circle. Just waiting for the go ahead from our referee. As Cooper kicks off, and we are underway as Lakeville South will take first possession here. White Bear quickly wins a throw in as we are just underway here from White Bear Lake Area High School. Wind blowing across the field from right to left. So it will be in the Bears' advantage here in this first half. They tried to get it up there to Elise Olker, but will be a White Bear Lake throw in as Hazel Dufresne will throw in here for the Bears. We cleared away here by Lakeville South as be a throw in here for White Bear down there in the corner. Ball floats into the box. Down there by Grace Workey, but comes out here for Lila Paradise, and then she can do much with it. Ball being contested here in the middle of the field, won away by White Bear Lake. It's Cassie Hernandez. We'll have to see how these teams come out swinging here early. As ball played in the box, shot comes in, good save there by Karstensen as Grace Workey got denied. But our first scoring opportunity of the game goes to White Bear Lake as Karstensen having to dive to her left there to make the save and keep us scoreless just over 2 minutes into the game. White Bear in possession here, trying to keep that in play, but unable to do it. It'll be another goal kick for Karstensen and Lakeville South. And Lakeville South lost in the section semifinals last year to Owatonna. And currently without a win in their last 4 games, 2 losses and 2 ties. Only scored 1 goal in those 4 games. Looking to get the offense rolling. It's Lakeville South. White Bear on the other hand, they have had no shortage of offense So far on the year, they've scored in all 6 of their games, but have also conceded a goal in all 6 of their games so far on the year. Ball played into the middle as trying to turn around and get the pass away. And now going down in the penalty area, that going to be a penalty kick. No, we won't call a foul as Hernandez went down. And it'll roll off for Lakeville South goal kick. But the freshman Hernandez forcing the challenge there, almost winning the penalty kick. As we played just under 5 minutes here in this one, ball played up ahead towards Kelsey Wolf, but never got to her. Now chipped ahead towards Worky, but never found her. And now this will roll through to Karstensen. Karstensen unleashes the right boot down the far sideline, but couldn't keep it in play. White Bear Lake throwing. Taken down the far side there, and it'll be a White Bear free kick. So chance to send this one into the penalty area. So Lila Paradise will come over onto the far side to take this free kick. Sends this one into the box, and that one goes off the underside of the football crossbar. So no harm done there for Karstensen and Lakeville South. Goal kick for the Cougars is Karstensen. A low one. Set up here to Isla Cooper. Now stolen away by White Bear. Now here comes a chance for the Bears. Shot comes in, and that goes into the side netting. Good opportunity on the counterattack for White Bear. Forces the save from Karstensen. It'll be a corner kick here for the Bears. That shot was fired by Piper Heinsohn, the sophomore, who is tied for the lead for White Bear with 6 goals on the year. Corner kick comes in, low one near post. Ball's loose in the box, still loose. Deflects out, and now that shot skewed wide. Still a chance there for White Bear, but cleared away out of the box by Lakeville South. White Bear putting on the pressure here early. Couple of good opportunities, but unable to beat Karstensen as of yet, who has a couple saves so far on the game. Again, White Bear winning possession in the middle of the field. Passing move there, sets up Hernandez. Hernandez turns around, fires a shot, gets saved there by Karstensen. But Hernandez so far looking lively. Has a shot now after getting taken down in the penalty box earlier. As Tegan Hines can handle that one for Lakeville South, so it'll be another White Bear throw-in. We played just under 8 minutes here in this first half. Paradise hit that one straight to an opponent as Cooper's pass was off target, picked up there by Maddie Thompson. Thompson there still battling for it, now gets it back. Hernandez lost control of it, and now chasing it down the far side and winning the throw-in. No, actually must have gone out just before, got it back into play. Hernandez spun off her defender, but couldn't really do much with it. It's the press from White Bear, certainly been effective so far, forcing turnovers in the middle of the field. And just as I say that, here's another one. Hernandez has options, takes it herself, and now there's a pass up ahead, and now a nice ball movement there from White Bear. Another good save there by Karstensen, and she's able to cover. She kicks out a leg and saves that one. But a nice little passing move there from White Bear Lake unlocks the Lakeville South defense, and you just feel like it's a matter of time here. The way White Bear started this game, that a goal is coming. Now here come Lakeville South. Their first real foray into the White Bear half of the field as Maren Peterson knocks that one out of bounds for a South throw-in. Battle for possession in the middle of the field, won by White Bear again. Trying to turn on the Jets there was Worky, but ball got away from her, cleared away by Lakeville South, and then quickly whipped back towards Worky by Bears defender. As again, it's been the story of this game. White Bear winning possession in the middle of the field so far. As Alyssa Maddox is going to take the throw in there, but the throw was to White Bear instead. Dufresne takes that one. Free kick coming here for White Bear. As Maren Peterson will take this one. Senior captain. Let's fly towards the edge of the penalty area. Chested down, and it comes out here to Paradise. Paradise with a nice little move, and now headroom up the near side, but likes to cut in. Chase this one down in the corner is Maddox. Dufresne will let that one roll out for another White Bear throw-in. A couple of subs preparing to come in for Lakeville South. As Adriana San and 20, who I do not have on my roster. As this is Elise Olker firing a shot, saved, but rebound comes right out. There to Grace Worky, and she'll bury the first goal of the game. Elker making that one happen, firing the shot, and Karstensen couldn't handle it. Easy rebound and tap in for Worky. She won't have much of an easier goal, I would say, this whole season. But it's a 1-0 lead for White Bear Lake, and you can sense that one coming. That one comes in the 13th minute. And gives the Bears a 1-0 lead. As the Cougars kick off, get us back underway. It's It's Worky's second of the year. It has been all Bears so far in this one. As Lakeville South haven't really made a foray into White Bear territory, as now that I say that, knocked out of bounds there by Peterson. Ball taking a high bounce there on the turf field as it's Worky and Oker playing up top here at the moment for White Bear. Just under 14 minutes played here in this first half, as Grace Worky has the opening goal. 13 minutes in for White Bear. They lead at 1-0. Corner kick coming here for the Bears. As Maddie Thompson will come up from her defensive spot to take this one. Didn't quite get the radar correct on that one. Too much juice there. And it goes out harmlessly for a Lakeville South goal kick. As number 28 for White Bear, Alexa Paradise, comes into the game. Preston's goal kick. Not too much distance on that one. And it's picked up here by Dufresne. Tries to get one up ahead for Katie Kohler. In the game, number 4. Dufresne throws this one to the box. Knocked away. Kohler with the shot that was blocked. Comes back out to Kohler. She tries to curl this one upper corner. It's a good effort there. Couldn't quite get the curl on it that she wanted. But I could definitely tell what she was trying to do. Would have been a highlight reel goal had she scored it. She tried to finesse that one. Upper 90, as they say. Just over 16 minutes played here. First half is going down. Free kick here for White Bear as Volker went down. Free kick straight into the one-woman wall. It comes right back to her, and now Dufresne tried to get it up ahead, but slipped on the ball. Hasn't been much in terms of offensive output for Lakeville South as of yet, as that one was tapped ahead to nobody in particular, and will be covered there by Carstensen. Apparently we might be getting a little rain here. Somebody's got an umbrella out. We're up here in the friendly confines of the press box. Yeah, real tough up here. We're sheltered from the elements. Here come Lakeville South. Chance for the Cougars to counterattack. This will be their first opportunity of the game, but that one covered there by Sella Highland, the White Bear goaltender. That was, yeah, 23, Eve Ebbinghausen. That's the 8th grader up top for Lakeville South. Had that opportunity. Hernandez gets it back. Can't really control it there with the first touch. Goes back out. Now a long shot comes in from Alexa Paradise, and that takes a couple of bounces in front of Carstensen. It's an easy save. Chip over the top, and now here comes the 8th grader Ebbinghausen again. It's knocked away. As Kohler, her pass goes off target as preparing to come into the game, Vanessa Fixon and Eleanor Moores, 8 and 47 respectively. For White Bear. Come in at the next whistle. Almost halfway through this first half. Just coming up on the 20-minute mark. It's Grace Workey has the lone goal so far in this one, and now she's chasing after this ball in the corner, and that'll go out for a goal kick. As those substitutions that I mentioned, Fixon and Moores come into the game in place of Hernandez and let's see, the other one is, I think that's Olker. Might be Workey. I saw a 2 on the back of her jersey. It could either be 2 or 22. It's 22 Workey. The goal scorer will take a rest. Peterson trying to get it up ahead to Olker. Headed down there by Kayla Hollingsworth for Lakeville South. This is Isla, or Molly Olerts with it. Their captain, one of them. So go all the way back to the goaltender. Karstensen almost got a little hairy there as Piper Heinzen was trying to track it down. Olker up ahead. Heinzen getting knocked down. And no foul call. Come Lakeville South up the far side. Ball played up ahead, and then that dribbled too much, had too much on it, and it'll roll out harmlessly for a goal kick for Sella Highland, the senior. Ayla Hagen will check in, number 1 for Lakeville South. We've got 17:54 to go first half. 1-0 lead for the Bears. This ball played in, and now it's loose right out in front of the net, and then Ebbinghausen's pass was off target. Here come the Bears the other way. Katie Kohler tried to slide that one up ahead for Heinsohn. Never got to her, and now it'll be a White Bear like throw-in down there on the far side. Couple of dark clouds around. Temps in the high 50s, low 60s. And pretty stiff breeze going across the field from right to left on your screens in this first half. Favoring the Bears in this first half. It's Kohler. Gets it back here to Dufresne. Paradise over to Olker. Tried to cut to the right side there on a defender, Adriana San, and draws the foul. Free kick coming for White Bear. As Dufresne will take this free kick to see if she tries to play this directly on net or not. Dufresne lets fly with the shot. Field goal is good, 3 points. But unfortunately, that's not the sport we're playing today. As Libby Horowicki and Sophie Simonek, 11 and 35, come in for the Bears. Both their first action of the game. Flex Paradise with it. It's back to Peterson, who thumps one up towards the forward line. Kohler was able to track it down but not keep it in play. It'll be a Lakeville South throw here with 14:44 and counting to go first half. Nice block down there by Eve Ebbinghausen, the 8th grader. And I'll have to go back here to Highland in net. Distributes near side here for Horowicki. Nice move past the Lakeville South attacker, San, and now they're continuing a battle with it. Cleared away by the Bears up towards midfield. And Heinsohn steals this one away. But couldn't get things going in transition. Wiki knocked this one to Ebbinghausen. Now played into the middle by Maddox. That's White Bear trying to get it up ahead there to Eleanor Moores, but free kick as they'll whistle it back. 13:34 to go. First half, they'll take the free kick short. And they'll win a throw-in down in the corner. See if they want to launch this one into the box or they'll play it short. As we've got a couple of subs coming in for White Bear. Lana Yang and Iris Bloomquist coming into the game for the Bears. With 12:50 to go in this first half, Yang and Bloomquist will get their first action of the game. So White Bear using plenty of its bench so far in this one. holding on to that 1-0 lead. Lundqvist getting pushed to the outside there, wins the throw-in. Ball scoots through. Kept alive there by Moores and knocked out of bounds. Yeah. Corner kick coming for the Bears. As Kohler will head over to take this one. Sends this away, swinging corner into the box. And then getting knocked down in the penalty area. No foul call. Now Lakeville South with a chance to mount an attack here on the counter. Up the far side towards Robert Tanquist. And whistle goes. Free kick coming for Lakeville South. Check that throw-in. Substitute made for the Cougars coming into the game, Annabelle Bolton. Just over 10 minutes to go here, first half, 10:49 remaining. Just the lone goal scored so far by Grace Workey for the Bears. That came in the 13th minute. It's been much more even, though, since that goal. First 13 minutes of the game were dominated by the Bears. Thompson to Kohler. Cuts in back into the middle, and then her pass was straight at the South player, but then her pass off target. Kohler's going to track this one down. Nicely down there by the senior. Wins the throw-in. Sometimes it's not about the goals you score, or the assists you get. Sometimes it's just those little things that you do right that make the coaches happy. Ebbinghausen tried to play that one into the middle. Knocked off the shins of the White Bear defender for Wiki, and will go out for a throw-in. Funny thing is, Eve Ebbinghausen, she's listed as a defender on the roster, but most definitely playing up top at the moment. Chasing after this one is Moores, but couldn't quite get there. Good tracking back there from Christina Hennon, one of the Lakeville South captains, along with Olerts. We got Catherine Yang, Jordan Hollestad, and Josie Butters coming into the game, 6'10" and 40 for White Bear Lake. Of course, the substitution rules in high school soccer are a lot more lax than they are, say, in college or the pros, or even when these girls will play club during the summer. They'll play by the quote-unquote real rules, or the real FIFA rules, or if you get taken out of the game, you can't come back in. So we had a White Bear player down. She might have just gotten stepped on there on the Achilles area. Maybe the calf. This is Lana Yang, the freshman, who's down. With 8:02 remaining here in the First half, lone goal in this game scored by Grace Workey in the 13th minute. It was a long shot from Lisa Elker that was saved by Delaney Carstensen, but the rebound came straight out to Workey, who tapped it in for the easiest goal she'll score in a while. Yang gets up here, doesn't even look like she wants to come out of the game at this point in time, but I think if you are down for an injury, you do have to come out of the game for at least a whistle at the high school level. As we'll be back underway here momentarily. Careful, drop the ball and get us back going. It's Josie Butters with it. She'll distribute far side, and then that ball played up ahead by Yang. It's Catherine Yang. For a cross into the box here, she'll just cut in and then play the low ball herself. There was Bloomquist, still loose in the box, and clear away. Now we got a Lakeville South player down. She was hobbling, but looks like she's going to be all right. It's Carstensen unleashes the boot there, and then free kick coming here for White Bear with 7:13 to go in this first half. Played in quickly towards the edge of the penalty area. As Bolton had it come right back to her. Down the middle of the field, here's Lila Paradise. Tries to distribute their far side and knocked out of bounds by the tracking Lakeville South defender. 6:32 to go. As Lana Yang comes back into the game, so obviously the injury was not too severe. She was out of the game for maybe 2 minutes. As here's an opportunity. Ball's in the penalty area for White Bear. Catherine Yang gets it back, but they're unable to get a shot off. It's cleared away by Lakeville South, and that's what you got to do. Make your counterattacks effective if you're the Cougars, as they've definitely been the team with the less possession in this game. Probably been at least 60-40, if not 70-30 in favor of the Bears. When you do get possession of that ball, you have to make it effective. Right up ahead to Bloomquist. As around 5:20 to go. But usually having more possession of the ball means you'll win the game generally. But there are some famous counter examples of that. I mean, a pretty recent one was the recent FA Cup final a couple of months ago. Crystal Palace taking down Man City, and they had 18% possession the entire game. Imagine having the ball 82% of the time, you lose the game. Here's the ball played up ahead. This will roll through here to Highland. So we're down under 5 to go in this first half. down there by Hollestad. Came back to her, but now stolen away by Lakeville South. Ball gets knocked around, and Moores is chasing after it. Up against Son. Big collision there from Hollestad and Olertz. Ball won away by Lakeville South, but nice work getting back there by that White Bear defender. But she gets stolen away. Long shot comes in, and Highland will make the save with 3:27 to go. Sometimes you got to fire those shots for Lakeville South, though, because you're not going to get very many opportunities in this game, judging by the way it's gone so far. Still is just a one-goal game. You get a feeling, though, the second one might just be a backbreaker. This is Yang getting it up ahead to Butters. Trying to cut in, or excuse me, that's Bloomquist. So we're down under 3 to go in this first half. Alongside camera operator Tom Ritchie, this is JP Doherty for RICCImediagroup.com. Glad to be along with you here showcasing White Bear Lake area high school sports. Final 2 minutes here this first half as the shot comes in, goes well over the net. And will be a goal kick here for Karstensen and Lakeville South. As Tegan Hines comes back in. For the Cougars. Karstensen hasn't been able to get very much distance on those goal kicks so far in this game, and just helps out White Bear Lake so much. We can force a turnover in the other team's defensive third. This cross played in, blocked. Nicely down there. And cleared away. Towards the middle of the field, minute 20 to go in the first half. Cutting inside is Hines. Played the ball up ahead, but cut out there as spinning off her defender, trying to get it up ahead towards Hollestad. Never found her. Now Olertz. His ball up ahead, stolen away. There by Fixon. We've got a minute to go here. First half, as Bloomquist will get called for the foul there for pushing over the defender. Down to 50 seconds to go first half. Looks like, at least so far, the lone goal will be scored in this first half by Grace Workey. Unless somebody can make something happen here in the next 33 seconds. Bloomquist cuts in. Tries to get it up ahead to Moores, though this will roll through to Karstensen. Karstensen will unleash the boot. Down to 10. As Orwicki plays it up ahead. That'll be your first half. So just the lone goal in that first half, scored by Grace Workey, her second of the year. She scored that one in the 13th minute for White Bear Lake. First half dominated by the Bears. There's been a couple of opportunities for Lakeville South as Sella Highlands had to make a couple of saves, but nothing too taxing on her, as seems like White Bear is in firm control of this game despite having just a 1-goal lead. But of course, when you let a team hang around for that long, anything can happen in the second half. Still just a 1-goal game. As we hit halftime here at RICCImediagroup.com. It's White Bear Lake 1, Lakeville South nothing. We'll be back with second half action right after these messages. Animasano roll out. Quick hitter, and that is caught for the touchdown in the corner as Byron White with the touchdown. Anamasan with the low throw, but White able to.
Bears in possession. Dockin tries to play it ahead, and now here's a run into the middle, so Mimo will not able to reach it. Oh, and the goalkeeper fans on it. It's a gift, and the first goal of the game goes to White Bear. Ike Barghini, and you will not get an easier goal than that. Goalkeeper came out to play at Betty, took a swing, and he missed, and Ike Barghini was there with an open goal, and he walks in to score it with exactly 5 minutes remaining on the clock. Defenders left in the wake, pass to the right, and that's Fields, and it's onside. Fields starts down the right. Fields going right in. Fields takes the shot, and it's the first goal of the game. It is Linnea Fields, and White Bear has the lead. And again, a good ball on the right. Flag. In this case, the referee's arm stays down, and here's a chance for White Bear. Cutting into the middle, and a left-footed shot. That is in the net from Piper Curry, and White Bear goes up 2.
And welcome back here to White Bear Lake High School. Just about ready to get back underway here with second half action as White Bear Lake leads Lakeville South by a score of 1-0 at the break. And my name is JP Doherty. Is White Bear Lake preparing to kick off in the orange uniforms? They'll be heading from left to right on your screens in this second half. Lakeville South in the white uniforms heading from right to left. As White Bear Lake get us back underway. So I want to throw in for Olker as she'll get it up ahead to Heinsohn. Well played in the box and partially cleared out by Lakeville South as San got it straight there to Butters, and she'll play ball into the box. Cooper with the clearance, and then Lakeville South now in possession. So here come the Cougars on the counterattack. Ball ends up here at the feet of Heinsohn. We'll get it back here to Tegan Coupet. Captains for this White Bear team. She'll get it up ahead to Heinsohn. And White Bear will have a throw in here on this near side, just underway, second half. White Bear with most of the big guns back in the game. Give them a rest early or late in that first half. Son battling up against Heinsohn, and Coupet comes away with it. Nice ball up ahead here to Heinsohn. Now she's got options to her left. She'll cut into her left herself. Piper Heinsohn, the sophomore, lays it off there. Was looking for, I think that was Kelsey Wolf over there on the far side. Looks like it's has stopped raining, at least for the moment. We had a brief little rain shower for probably about 5-10 minutes or so during that first half. And we're up here in the sheltered confines of the press box. We never got any rain on our windows, thankfully. Played up ahead to Workey. She scored the lone goal this game back in the first half, 13th minute. This is Cassie Hernandez. Hernandez gets it up to Olker, and now it's Heinsohn. Heinsohn cuts inside. Olker leaves it for her. Comes back out to Heinsohn. Here's Cooper. Nice little pass there with the outside of the boot. They get it up ahead to Heinsohn. She is able to track it down. Can she play the cross in? Yes, she can. Ball played right into the middle there for Workey, who couldn't do much with it. I think it was she was a little surprised there that it came all the way through to her. And it'll be a Lakeville South goal kick. Strong header there from Cupid. This ball played up all the way to Sella Highland, who hasn't had to do much. He's made a couple of saves in this game. But, certainly hasn't had as much action as Delaney Carstensen down the other end for Lakeville South. Still only a one-goal game. And anything can happen in this second half. As I said towards the end of the first half, feels like a second goal might be the backbreaker here. This is Eve Ebbinghausen with it. She'll win a throw-in. She's an 8th grader. This is Hannah Ebbinghausen, the senior, taking the throw-in. So we get another one here as we played just under 5 minutes in this second half. And as I mentioned very early on in the piece, here come White Bear up the far side. Cutting in is Wolf. Leaves it there for Hernandez. Hernandez turns around, chips it over for Heinsohn. Heinsohn couldn't quite get there, and it'll be a White Bear Lake corner. But as I was saying, White Bear have conceded a goal, at least one goal, in every game so far this season, all 6 of them. But Lakeville South have not scored in their last 3 games. So something had to give today. So far, it's been the White Bear defense holding up. This corner kick comes in swing corner. Looking for an orange head, but only headed away there by a Lakeville South defender. We'll do it over again. This one on the other side. Low one in towards the near post. Dropped there by Carstensen, but she's able to smother it at the second attempt. Knocked out there by Hazel Dufresne. It'll be a Lakeville South throw-in. .32-36 and counting remaining in this game as he knocked down, but no foul called there. And then will be a Lakeville South throw-in. Shows that the breeze is certainly affecting the game as there's corner flags have been knocked down. Again, breeze heading across the field here from right to left. It has started swirling a little bit. At least from what I can see by the direction of the flag. But should be favoring Lakeville South here in the second half. Coopit got it back as Martin Peterson preparing to come into the game. Butters up to Hernandez. Hernandez plays a lovely ball over for Heinsohn. One defender now. Cuts one way and crosses the ball in. Headed away. Here by the South defender. Peterson now will come in at that whistle. And taking a break will be Butters. Coopit for Dufresne, and now up ahead to Hernandez. Dufresne trying to scamper up the far side, now looking to play across into the box. Dufresne got it knocked away and cleared out by Lakeville South, but coming up from her defensive spot is Peterson. Now a long shot comes in well wide of Karstensen in the Lakeville South net. She'll have a goal kick as we played just under 10 minutes here in the second half. So we do just hit the 10-minute mark right now. Just under 30 minutes remaining in this game. Along with camera operator Tom Ritchie, this is JP Doherty for RICCImediagroup.com. Kept in there on the far side, now cutting in. Little chip in towards Worky, the goal scorer, but couldn't find her. Ball cleared away and goes up into the away stand of the football field here at White Bear Stadium. Football team fresh off a victory over Coon Rapids last night on the road. And, we did the game last Thursday against Park. Victory for White Bear as well, so they're 2-0 on the year. Throwing coming for Lakeville South. Peterson will usher that one out over the sideline. Our lone goal of the game came back in the 13th minute. It's the culmination of a flying start from White Bear Lake as the long shot came in from Elise Olker. It was saved by Carstensen, but she couldn't handle it, diving to her right. Easy rebound and tap in for Worky. As this will be a White Bear corner kick with 28 minutes remaining here in this game. As Coopit will head over to take this corner kick. Oh, excuse me, that's 17, Maddie Thompson. Thompson sends this one into the box. Ball's loose in the penalty area, still loose. Looking to get a shot off. And then fired in. It was blocked by Lakeville South defender. Still loose, and then that shot fired in. That'll go harmlessly wide, and Karstensen will have a goal kick. But a couple of good opportunities for White Bear in that melee down in the penalty box. But Lakeville South defense standing strong, getting a couple of good blocks in on the shots from White Bear. Ooh, getting pushed down to the ground there was Olker, and now he'll stay down for a moment, but is back up. Olker tied for the lead in goals so far in the year for White Bear with 6, along with Heinsohn. Speaking of Heinsohn, we'll take this free kick. Excuse me, no, Olker will take it. Oh, check that, it's Kelsey Wolf coming all the way across. So she'll play that one in low towards the near post. Knocked out by a Lakeville South defender. We'll have a corner kick. Able to create some chaos off the last one, as Wolf will be taking this one here from the near side. She'll play it short. Hernandez comes in towards the goal line, and a shot comes in, but that one goes off the side netting. I think it went out of bounds anyway when Hernandez cut to the outside, so it will be a goal kick for Lakeville South. Dufresne trying to get the ball back there for White Bear Lake, but committed the foul in doing so. It'll be a free kick for Lakeville South. As Hannah Ebbinghausen to take this one, the senior. Highland comes out. Almost a nervy moment there for the White Bear goaltender. Hernandez. Heinsohn. Oker. Towards the goal line. Now cuts back inside. Oker looking for a shot. Now just distributes back. And a long shot comes in there from Dufresne. That one got hung up in the wind a little bit. And Carstensen was able to make the save. Carstensen with the aid of the wind in the second half is definitely able to get more distance on those clearing kicks than she was in the first half. Nice ball played across here to Thompson. It's it up to Heinsohn. Has Thompson to her right, plays it over to her, and then Thompson puts one off the upright. I think that was an intended cross that almost became more of a shot. As we've got 23:18 to go. 3 substitutions preparing to come in for Lakeville South as the Annabelle Bolton coming back in, and then first action for Chloe Wilson, number 15. As here come White Bear. Walker tried to drag it back to herself. Now he's hobbling a little bit, maybe just yank the calf muscle a little bit. As here's Olker again, looking for a long shot, and straight into the arms of Carstensen. Just about at the halfway point of the second half. We played just under 18 minutes, so a little over 22 to go. Olker got it knocked away, and then played up ahead there by Hannah Ebbinghausen, and then that one goes out over the near sideline for a White Bear throw. We got first action as well for Lakeville South for Natalie Morales Perez, as well as Kendall Sterling. And then back into the game for White Bear Eleanor Moores. This one chipped ahead for Morales Perez, but White Bear defender will get there first as Thompson cuts it off. Throwing for Lakeville South. So we're down to 21:07 remaining. Still just the 1-goal lead for White Bear Lake. Grace Workey back in the 13th minute. To be honest with you, I did not think that would be the only goal we'd have almost 50 minutes later. Ball played over the top, looking for Olker. She will not be able to track that one down. Carson's in there in plenty of time. White Bear again, they come in 3-2-1. Already lost more games this year than they did all of last year. The only game they lost, they came in undefeated to the section final against Eastridge. And they lost that one 3-2. They were ranked number 1 in the state for most of the year. It's actually a game that I did. Eastridge scoring with I want to say it was like 10 seconds remaining in the game to win that one 3-2. Ball played in. Far post on the corner kick. Headed away there by the Cougars. Just haven't been able to get much generated on the counterattack. Has Lakeville South had a couple of opportunities in this game, but here comes Katie Kohler back into the game. She'll replace Cassie Hernandez. Got to talk to Katie's mom during the halftime break as she came up to the press box to talk to us. Ball played up ahead towards Kohler. Nicely cut out here by the Lakeville South defender. Now she's got room to run. Clay Wilson tries to barge over her defender. Now plays the ball into the box. Cleared out away hastily by White Bear Lake. It'll be a Lakeville South corner here with 18:13 to go in the game. I believe this is the first Lakeville South corner kick of the entire game. Chance for them to even this thing up. This one comes in to the penalty area, goes through everybody, and rolls out harmlessly over the far sideline for a throw-in. It's one of the ball chasers. Tracks that one down. They're probably the hardest working kids on the field. As Thompson tried to clear it away, got it away at the second attempt. And that'll be a Lakeville South throw. As Wilson blocked that one. Wilson trying to play a ball into the middle. For a shooting opportunity, comes back out to Wilson. Nice little 1-2, and now Chloe Wilson cuts inside. Can get a shot away. Still there for Lakeville South as the shot comes in from distance. Takes a few bounces in front of Highland, and she easily saves that one with 16:25 to go. Chipped ahead there by Olker. Sends Heinsohn to run after it. Heinsohn back to Olker. Olker towards the byline, into the corner. Played that one into the box, but cleared away by Lakeville South. Thrown to be taken here by Coopit. 15:54 to go. Olker tries to scamper around her defender, can't quite do it. Now gets it back inside. Plays the ball up ahead towards Kohler. I think that one got hung up in the wind a little bit. This is Kelsey Wolf with it. Plays it off for Dufresne. Dufresne was looking for a shot on that right-hand side and then cut back. Is that in the penalty area? No, and no foul called anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. They're going to say Moore's got fouled there, and it'll be a free kick for White Bear with 14:37 remaining. Wolf will head over to take this one. It's Kelsey Wolf from just behind the 20-yard line here on this turf football field. About 30 yards out from goal. Fires this one in off the hands there of Karstensen as she had to scramble to her right to make the save. Good effort from distance there from Kelsey Wolf, the junior, and that'll set up a White Bear Lake corner kick here with 14 minutes remaining. Cooper will go over to take this one. This one hangs up there in the wind, headed down and then cleared away. Now Lakeville South trying to counterattack here, but again quickly stuffed out by White Bear. Thompson knocks it back, and then ball played up towards the edge of the penalty area towards Olker. Olker tries to turn on the Jets, and now Olker gets by her defender, cuts inside, fires a shot. It was half cross, half shot. Ended up being nothing good, but Olker creating opportunities for White Bear. As Alexa Paradise checks in. She'll replace Dufresne. For White Bear as that'll come towards the people below us here in the press box. Wolf chases that one down, gets it far side for Heinsohn, who's swapped over onto that left-hand side now, started the half on the right. Coop it up to Heinsohn. Tries to get by one defender and then just wins the throw-in. 11:50 to go. Still Grace Workey's first half goal, 13th minute, holding up for White Bear Lake. Boy, did I not think that would be the only goal at this point in time. Just off the way White Bear Lake started like a house on fire. White Bear moving around their defenders. This is Lila Paradise up ahead to Alexa Paradise. Cutting in, looking for a shooting opportunity. Kelsey Wolf now plays it up ahead, and then getting taken down in the box as she tried to get a shot away was Heinsohn. Wins a corner kick for the Bears. There's more pressure being put on this Lakeville South net by White Bear Lake. Cupid will send in another corner kick. Towards the near post, bounces in. Still loose. Oh, it was right there. But it was whiffed on there by one of the White Bear Lake players. I have to wait for her to turn around so I can see her jersey number. We got a sub coming in. It's Workey, the goal scorer. Because it was Oker who had that opportunity but just fanned on it in the penalty area. As Workey will come back in for Moores. Played up towards Wolf, headed down. Comes back to Workey. Workey cuts in, plays it up to Wolf, turns around. Oker fires a shot and scores. There it is. Elise Oker with the goal makes it 2-0 White Bear with 9:39 remaining. And I said a second goal could break the backs of Lakeville South, and that might have just done it. Elise Oker with her 7th goal of the year. As that one comes in the 61st minute of the game. And gives White Bear the 2-goal cushion with under 10 to go. Lakeville South get us back underway. And I just didn't think Workey's goal was going to be the only goal we had, and finally Oker breaks through. Had 6 goals in 6 games coming into this game, so keeps up her goal a game record so far on the year. Still just a junior. Long shot comes in. Karstensen juggled it, but is able to make the save. Keep it at a 2-goal deficit. Wolf wins it in the middle of the field. They get it up to Heinsohn, and now Oker. Has options, uses them. Heinsohn gets it over here to Workey, who slipped as she tried to fire that one. Kohler wins the throw-in. She'll toss it over to Thompson. Workey knocked it down for Kohler. Now ball played in the box. Low cross. Comes back out to Alexa Paradise. Now Wolf distributes over for Cupid. I don't know whether that was a shot or a cross attempt, but it was blocked nonetheless. Now the long shot comes in. Takes a bounce in front of Karstensen. She'll make the save with 7:57 remaining in the game. White Bear throw would be taken by Coopet, the captain. Coopet, Peterson, and Thompson, they're 3 captains. So the defensive line well represented in the captaincy for White Bears. The long shot comes in from Wolf this time. Easy save for Karstensen. 7 minutes to go in this one. White Bear out to a 2-0 lead. Worky tried to get it up ahead. Comes back to Grace Worky. Gets it up ahead to Kohler. Kohler trying to burn her defender. Rolls it into the corner and then can't keep it in place. So it'll be a Lakeville South goal kick for Karstensen. As Hernandez comes back in the game. Kohler will take a seat. The freshman replaces a senior. We are down to 6:13 to go. Thompson looking for Wolf up ahead, but knocked out there by Ebbighausen. That's Hannah Ebbighausen. Throw in to be taken here by Thompson. Ball floats into the penalty area. Was looking for Hernandez. Headed away there by Tegan Heights. And it'll be a White Bear throw in. Thompson to take this one. She'll probably launch into the box and does. Head down towards Hernandez. Wolf knocked it up into the air. Paradise. And then kept alive by Wolf, but only put it out of bounds over this near sideline for a Lakeville South throw-in, but they're going to say it went out of bounds anyway over the goal line. It'll be a goal kick for the Cougars. Just over 5 to go as we just now do hit the 5-minute mark remaining in this game. It's Hernandez. Gets it over to Wolf. Wolf plays it up. Was looking there for Heinsohn, but Karstensen able to get over there just in time. White Bear 5 minutes away from putting its first clean sheet on the board, the first shutout of the year for the Bears as they get it up ahead here to Wolf. Wolf, can she cut inside? No, it actually got there first. The Lakeville South defender, Ebbighausen. We're just over 4 to go. Thompson sends this one into the area. Back down towards Hernandez. Back to Paradise, Alexa Paradise. Gets it over here to Thompson again. Thompson towards the byline. And skewed that one out the side of her foot. Goal kick for Lakeville South with 3:32 remaining. Low bullet of a goal kick there from Karstensen. Now Lakeville South in desperate need of a goal here. Try and give them a chance in the final 3 minutes or so. Feels like it's the first time they've had the ball in the White Bear Lake half in good 10 minutes. as Elker got knocked down. Now here comes Hernandez. Hernandez has options, but can only find a Lakeville South defender. Nicely down there by Paradise. She runs into a Cougar defender and it's cleared away by Lakeville South. In Lakeville South, they just got tiny numbers on their jerseys, so it's kind of hard to read them. We go down just over 2 minutes to go, 2:20 remaining, as this one comes into Carsonson, easy save for the Lakeville South keeper. Grace Workey got the scoring underway in the 13th minute, followed up by Elise Olker in the 61st minute. Excuse me, the 71st minute. Hernandez. Looks lively for a freshman guy. Has good speed. Nice ball up ahead. Lakeville South get one back here. Looking for a shooting opportunity, but couldn't get one away. Would be a Lakeville South throwing with 1:20 to go. But they're trying to keep that shutout. Would be their first of the year. We're down to 1 minute to go. Cleared away by White Bear Lake. Bear looking to perhaps add one more here in the dying moments of this game as Workey tried to get it up ahead. Now trying to challenge the White Bear defense here is trying to track that down with San. So we're down to 10 seconds. One more shot comes in. Cross headed wide. That might have been Lakeville South's best opportunity of the second half, but that'll do it. As White Bear Lake, they'll take down Lakeville South by a final score of 2-0 right here on RICCImediagroup.com. Goals scored by Grace Workey and Elise Olker for the Bears. Workey's goal coming in the 13th minute. Olker in the 71st minute. As White Bear, they'll improve to 4-2-1 on the year. Lakeville South, they'll drop to 1-3-2. One final reminder that for RICCI Media Group, we are looking for sponsors to join the team. So if your business wants to get showcased here on the broadcast, become a sponsor and contact sales at RICCImediagroup.com today. Again, that's sales at RICCImediagroup.com. But for my camera operator, Tom Ritchie, this is JP Doherty for RICCImediagroup.com signing off. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everybody. White Bear Lake takes this one out. Final score, 2-0.